You got 30 days, son. You represent me. I'm around here telling people all over the world as a motivational speaker that they got to want to succeed as bad as they want to breathe. And my own seed ain't taking it serious. I'm willing to catch a case, son. He know I wasn't playing. My man came back 30 days later with all A's. I was heated. I was upset. And he was like, Dad, it seemed like I do bad, you pissed. I do good, I can't win. I said, I'm pissed because you should have been doing this in the first place. And now somebody got to tell you they're going to whip you or they're going to disrespect you in order for you to take ownership. If you don't get all A's in the class, do it. You don't need nobody to give you $50, $100, no pair of shoes, take you on no trip. You're a grown man. Do it because you can. Do it because our ancestors couldn't. My man is at the University of Michigan. Do you understand 100 years ago, those Africans that were enslaved could have went to U of M and murdered, could have went to Princeton and Harvard and Yale. It was illegal for a black man, for a black woman to read. They would let you if you got to learning. And here you are with the opportunity and you ain't going to do it.
All right. Hey, welcome. I would turn my video on, but I've been on calls all day and I'm still in my robe today because I can be. Like, listen. I just did a leadership call. I do a leadership call every single morning, right? Every morning at 11 o'clock. And we talk, we pray. I get insight, and everybody type the word ownership. I'm going to do a really quick presentation for the new people, but at 12 o'clock, it's more training. You have to take ownership in what you do, right? Like right now, here at Vibe, I want to show you guys something. This has been 10 years in the making, right? 10 years, right? Here's Eric Thomas right here, the one speaking. He's the #1 motivational speaker, and he is raw and uncut. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can see this picture. Like, we have to be allergic to average, right? Who in here is ready to be allergic to average? You're ready to like level up for real. Like this is a leadership call, right? Vibe, I'm gonna talk about Vibe, but I want you to know who I am first. My name is Megan Lynch. I taught high school for 17 years. Before that, I was a volleyball player. My dad is a in your face kind of person. Every single person in my family has gone to play higher level, NBA, overseas, but my dad didn't allow us to play sports if our grades were not good. We could not bring a C in the house. And my dad used to say things like, I will record, sorry. And I'm kind of on one today. Depends on like how my morning went and in a good way.
Recording in progress.
To this day, my dad says, well, if you're okay with being mediocre and average, then I'm okay with you being mediocre and average. How many of you guys are tired of being average husbands, average wives, average sons and daughters? You're tired of being average financially. Some of you guys make a ton of money. I get it, but that means nothing if you can't show other people how to do it. I got a lot of billionaire friends. It means nothing if you're not showing other people how to do it. Nothing. My focus is I'm looking for legends, right? But legends will identify themselves. Type legend in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Type legend if you are ready to make above average income. Because if you're on here, you already know that the matrix pays out unlimited. You should already know that. You should already be doing the numbers on a 3x10 matrix. You should already know that we have over 56,000 people who have opted in, but not all of those people are leaders. Look how many people we have on this call, 571. And I am ecstatic. You know why? Because I'm not chasing people who want to be average. I'm not chasing people who don't show up. I'm only excited that Garvin's here. I'm only excited that Bev's here. I'm only excited that Kelvin Austin is here. I'm only excited that Miss Wright out of Hawaii is here. I'm only excited that Willie's here. Ladies and gentlemen, they will get it soon enough if you don't get into management mode. And I didn't even plan on talking about this today, but sometimes, things happen and I feel like I need to support you guys as leaders. Deborah, Vicky, I need to support you as a leader. And Antoinetta, I need to support you as a leader and give you the power and the energy to say, don't chase anybody. If they're not showing up, they're not your leaders. And inside of a 3x10 matrix, ladies and gentlemen, all 56,000 people could fall off and I would still max out the matrix as long as I don't quit. How many of you guys know that it's really, type this in the chat, type power of one. And the one is you. The one is you. If everybody would take care of themselves, if everybody would stay excited, I wake up excited and I only sleep a couple hours, but guess what? I wake up like Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas is very chill though. He's really close friends with my brother. I didn't know it, but I was manifesting him. I'm like, I'm going to meet Eric Thomas. I told my students, they're like, yeah, right, Miss Lynch. We listen to Eric Thomas. Thank God it's Friday, every single Friday. Thank God it's Friday, every Friday. And I said, I'm going to manifest him. I'm going to meet him one day. And then all of a sudden I see my brother in a picture with him. And I'm like, I called my brother, like, Eric Thomas, he's the #1 motivational speaker in the world. It's $75,000 to get him for an hour. And I got people talking to me about, well, I need to know how much the product is. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it. Then figure it out. I'm a single parent. All I do is figure it out. My daughter's got to go to college. All I do is figure it out. I get $75 a month in freaking child support. Like that won't even, she just went and took herself, my 17-year-old, to her own orthodontist appointment to get her braces off because I raise winners. I don't raise my kids to be average. She made me dinner last night. She air fried chicken wings, made me a salad, cut up my croutons, got me something to drink because I raise my children to be above average. And one day I'm not going to be here. And right now I'm all they have. I'm a single parent. I have 2 kids. My son's right now making rugs, Vibe rugs, because he's so good at what he does. And I'm like, and idle mind is the devil's workshop. So get to work. This is what you can do for Vibe, because one day they will take over this company. And we have people right now who are like, I don't know if it's going to get off the ground. I've been doing this for 10 years. Some people can't even do it for 30 days and they quit. But guess what? Don't worry about those people. They'll be back or not. 80% of the people that you guys bring on these calls that you introduce to Vibe won't do anything but get on your nerves probably, right? Well, when are we going to get off the ground? Well, are we going to get started? Is the date going to change? How much is the price point going to be? You know what you say to those people? How many personals do you have? How many personals do your personals have? Are you presenting yet? You've been on these calls every day. Are you ready to present? Do you have a free Zoom? Everybody wants to make $1 million with a minimum wage mindset. I'm gonna say it again. I love you guys. Everybody, let me take that back. Let me change those words. Not everybody, because you guys are here. Some people that you guys run into, listen, all I'm trying to do, I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm talking to you to equip you to handle the small minds that you might run into. 95% of the people, ladies and gentlemen, are in the E quadrant. They're employees. They only know how to make wages. They only know how to trade time for money. No knock on a job. Listen to me. I used to have one. I used to have a job for 17 years. And I quickly realized you ain't going to pay me 17 years, $3,000 a month. I'm never going to get ahead if I stay here. Even though I love teaching, I had to change my people I was around. They say if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. I don't hang out with anybody that has low vibration. I give you about 7 seconds to vibrate differently. And then I got to protect my legacy because I'm a single parent. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm a single parent. I don't have the luxury of an inheritance right now. I got to create it. I'm 46. I just lost my best friend she's 46. Just lost my best friend. We don't have all day. I want you guys listen. If everybody on your team fell off right now, would you have the energy and the strength to keep moving? To say, you know what? I can do it again. I'll build it again. I'll build it again. Now, I did take a little break. If you guys go to joinonemoretime.com, it's called Unretired. I took a small break from network marketing. I didn't take a break from being great, though. Like, don't get it twisted. I didn't take a break. And I know some of you guys haven't gotten this side of me yet, right? But my team knows, they knew it was going to come out. But Eric Thomas gave me $1,000. And everybody at my school, all the principals, guess what? They hated my guts because I was allergic to average. And all they wanted me to do is like be like everybody else. 126 English teachers, 5,000 students. Everybody wanted me to just fall in line. Megan, just relax. I can't relax when there are people out here struggling. There are people out here with no money. There are people out here who are, trying to raise their families. There are kids out here dying in the streets chasing money. I'm like, I can't relax. And anybody who can relax is you've just given up on ever believing that you could change the world. I know I'm going to change the world. Or like Tupac said, I'll spark the brain or the mind of the person who will change the world. I won't do it all. Tupac says, if I talk about how bad it is enough, somebody's going to step up and do something about it. But guess what? You cannot do anything with no money, and you're spending 8 hours at the job, and you come home and you're tired, and everybody's frustrated because all you talk about is like lack. I wish I had more money. Why don't you say, hey, money is everywhere. It's abundant. And if you don't have money, you're not looking in the right place because money is everywhere. Everywhere. I just need to show you where the fish are, right? In vibes. So I'm gonna stop, but here's what I want you guys to think about. When Eric gave me $1,000, I was negative 700 in my bank account. And I took that $700 and I built a small business so that I took his $1,000 and turned it in to $3,000. Then I wrote a grant and earned $2,500. And when I took that $2,500 and Reagan and I launched a Kickstarter campaign that was unsuccessful in 2015. And then I was on the front page of the Indianapolis Star. And then this guy called me and met me at Starbucks and pulled up in a Bugatti and offered me $100,000. 10,000 of it from Babyface. You guys know who Babyface is? Yeah, $10,000 from 10 people. And you know what I did with the money? I had $0. I could have easily said, man, I could buy this, this, and this. No, I said, I went to the principal the next day and I was like, I want to give this $100,000 to my 66 Black and brown. And I had a white student too, and he's making buku money right now. All these boys, I'm like, I want to give it to them. I want to break it up and give them this $100,000 so they can start their business. One of my students, he was my only white kid in my whole SOS program. Guess what he's doing now? He used to come into my classroom and sit during lunch and draw. He's a tattoo artist now. He charges $1,500 a day, and he's booked for 365 days. We don't know what these kids are going to be. We have no clue. All we have to do is give them a space to create. You can look him up online now. He is one of the best tattoo artists that I have ever seen. And he has his own shop. He's married. He has kids. He just bought a brand new truck. He's got a Camaro. He is booked for a whole year. And it's $1,500 a day to book him for a tattoo. I'll give you his info. He's probably the dopest tattoo artist I've ever seen. You'll have to wait a year. But listen, this is what I'm doing right now. People think Vibe just popped up. So sorry, new people, type new in the chat if you're brand new. And I'm only going to be on here for a minute. I promise it's 12:24. Um, if you're new, I love you very much. Thank you. You're like, who is this crazy person, right? Um, I we launched Vibe a little over 30 days ago. I've been doing Vibe in a certain capacity for 10 years. I've been believing that God was going to make a change since I was 19. I'm 46. My best friend was shot and killed during spring break on my college campus 8 times. And I cried and went into a depression. And God said, it's you. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about, Lord. That He had put me in the environment where every year I lost a student. For 17 straight years, I buried kids. And I'm like, show me what to do, Lord. Just show me. So we created Vibe. It didn't just pop up. And listen, there's millionaires and billionaires behind Vibe. All I want to do is do it right this time. God said, I'll increase your territory if you do it right. You got to put me first, though, all the time. Even when everybody's making 442,860 a month. Because if you're not making that, I get it. I got to give this disclaimer. Past profits don't predict future gains. I can't promise you that you're going to make anything, but if you work, I can promise you that this will work. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care who disagrees, as long as I'm in agreement, as long as you're in agreement. Listen to what I'm saying. If you got people on your team right now who are already looking to the left and the right, they're not your leaders. You don't even have to tell them they're not. Just go find new leaders. Go find people who really want it. Because if they can't focus for 30 days, and I focused for it since I was 19, go find a leader like me. Hopefully, go find a leader like you who's in agreement, right? Just put a 7 in the chat. It's the number of completion. Who is in agreement that it doesn't matter how long something takes. If God says you do it, how many times? 7 times. How many times? 77 times. 777 times. That's a lot, Lord, man. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, connect with your tribe now, because I go on tour February 20th, and I'm in every city, state that I could possibly imagine. I'm going to be away from my kids. I'm going to fly them to me. They only want to come to the warm places, though. Just like the kids, they're like, nah, mom, you go ahead, but fly me into Florida. Fly me into Phoenix. My kids didn't even fly before I got into network marketing because I couldn't afford it. They just started flying when I elevated. You guys hear what I'm talking about? When I realized how phenomenal that God made me, then my kids got on a plane and I elevated my kids. I took my son from no high school diploma to 20,000 a month in 3 weeks. But you got to learn, right? You can't give money to a young person without the wisdom. So listen, we're going to get our spirituality aligned. That's what Vibe does. Stop talking to me about products right now, because we got to get our who and our why in order, right? Then we learn how to lead. Then we earn. Then we live. If you do it out of order, ladies and gentlemen, if you earn first before you lead yourself, you're going to always be starting over, starting over, starting over, right? And then I want you to take your money and fund your own passions. But I was talking to my leaders today, which I love, and I'm talking to you guys. You're all leaders as well. But sometimes we can worry about people who leave. Don't worry about people who leave. Focus on the ones who stay. Do you hear me? Just put a yes in the chat. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I got 56,000 people in here. Some of them are asleep. Some of them are at work. Some of them text me and said, I can't make it today because I got to be at the doctor, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm still with you. Do you really think I'm chasing 56,000 people? No. You got to focus on you and make sure that you stay focused. And then go find leaders who are like you. But if you are not mentally there yet, you're going to breed an entire team that is not there yet. So all you got to do, put a 1 in the chat, is worry about you. It's contrary to what the world says. The world tells you you're selfish if you focus on you. But don't you think it's pretty selfish of the world to say, don't focus on yourself because I need you to focus on me? The irony of it all, right? It is laughable, Antoinetta. The irony. If you live 30,000 days, that's the average. That's like 82, and some people are living to be 90 and 100 and 120. If you go to the blue zone, they live a long time because you know why? Watch it on Netflix. It's called the blue zone. They live to be 120 and they're walking and going up hills and sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce. Remember that? And you know why? Because they're still in motion. Everybody type action in the chat. You stand still, you die. Period, point blank. That's why sometimes people retire and then they retire forever. Because as long as you're in motion and you're moving, you're going somewhere. You don't have to go as fast as me because I'm a competitor. And I'm going to tell you right now, hold on. I'm on a call. I'll have to call you back. Oh, thanks, sweetie. Nope. Okay, but I'm on a Zoom call with 654 people. Yes, you can. No, you can't because I didn't get dressed today and I can't turn my video on. I gotta go. I love you. Bye. Sorry. My daughter, she just went to the orthodontist and she's 17. She goes to her own doctor's appointments. I don't need to go with her. She's got her braces off today, so she's excited about it. And I wouldn't have even been able to afford her braces had I not gone into network marketing. And guess what? I have crooked teeth and I got Invisalign because I don't wear mine, but she took care of it herself, right? Got her braces off and I paid for it with cash, right? From network marketing, from social networking. It's not really about the money, guys. It's about what the money can do. And we're going to lose some people here and there, and they're going to, I don't really get what they're doing. Then we don't need those people right now. We need the leaders. So can you guys agree, right? I'm a parent. We got a lot of things to do. Can you agree? Just put agree in the chat if you do agree. Can we agree to stay focused, right? We got work to do. Let me show you this real quick. Okay. Our products are amazing. All this week, starting tomorrow, we're going to start breaking down each one of the products. We offer a lot, right? Let me not show you this yet. Hold on one second. We offer so much that what I don't want you guys to do is to bounce around, right? So hold on one second. I will find it soon enough. So new people, real quick, 90 seconds, and then I need the leaders to stay, okay? Vibe. There is no acronym for Vibe except for me, it's Visualize Your Breakthrough, VYB. It's really about you in the middle. It is a network marketing, social networking company. We haven't officially launched yet. Our soft launch day is February the 17th, okay? That is our soft launch day. On that particular day, we are going to find out what the price point of some of our products are. So I want to show you real quick, okay? Uh-oh. I just went all off on a tangent. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. But sometimes when I have my leadership meetings and it gets me thinking and I'm like, okay, let me stay on track. Vibe is an ecosystem, real quick. And then I want to talk to the leaders, and you're welcome to stay if you want. If you got things to do, I get it. All right. So our product is an ecosystem. And inside of this ecosystem, we actually have 7 products. These 7 products are going to fit in the direct sales model where you can sell them, share them individually. And then we actually have 2 products, a pro, everybody type pro in the chat. We have a pro bundle and we have a legend bundle. You don't know how much it is, but I promise you, if somebody asks you how much does it cost, tell them how much it's going to cost if they don't partner with us. They're going to kick themselves. I can almost promise you, right? The pro bundle, people are trying to figure it out. Well, let me figure out how much money I need to get. No, you just need to build for free. That's all you need to worry about. Just build for free and get your mindset right. Because if you have a poor mindset, passing over opportunities repeatedly, it doesn't matter how much it is, you'll always think it's too much for you. I understand. I know what I'm doing in business, ladies and gentlemen. I have people all over the world, so I'm not going to outprice the world. But you also have to understand that I'm giving you an opportunity to build for free. Everybody type free in the chat. And some people are still worried about how much stuff costs, and it's free. Build for free. Build for free. Build your mindset for free. Because honestly, I could do a podcast right now and charge $1,000 and people would get on it. Build for free. Get this knowledge for free. Work for free right now. Work, share for free. Our 7 products are going to fit into 2 bundles. And I'm not going to go over all of these because this week I'm going to be breaking down each one of these squares. Here's what I will tell you. Behind the vault, it's probably about $1 million worth of education back here that you'll spend less than what you spend on a manicure and a pedicure for the whole thing. The Vibe Vault has everything in it. Education. It has a faith-based education. It has leadership training, which a lot of people need, right? Because their mindsets are not right. They're not ready for business. They're in the E quadrant. They're on the left side of money, like Robert Kiyosaki said. They're used to the hourly wages. If somebody said, hey, I'll pay you $50 an hour to come work here, a lot of people would do it. Not me, right? I can, because I know how much I can make on profits. We're going to teach you guys how to make profits, not wages. We're going to educate you behind the vault, Forex, crypto, sports betting, education, market insights. I mean, we had somebody do a market insight and made $122,000 in a week. It's behind the vault. We want to connect you with your Vibe tribe, people who are like you. Listen, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Who in here Who in here wants to join my legend group? But I'm 10 times what I am right now. So before you say yes, right? I will never disrespect you. I will never cuss at you, but I am a coach always. I will ask you a lot of questions. I will require that you vibrate at a high level. I will require that you don't have to be the best of the best, but I do require that you want to be the best of the best. I am an athlete always. I do not like losing, right? I can lose, but I don't like losing. I'm going to figure out how to win every single time. Second place means I lost. I don't want second place. So you might not want to be in my tribe because there's side effects to it, like a lot of money, like income increase, like elevated, like I protect my energy at all cost. Like when people come around you, they just feel like they got to walk straighter when they're around you. So if you don't want that, you may not want to be in my tribe, right? The Vibe Global, listen, Vibe Global has $1.2 billion behind it. Do you understand what I'm saying? All of it's in the pro and the legend. You can create your own content in here. Brandworks, if you don't look the way you're supposed to look, we'll help you get it together. Vibe Ventures, if you make a lot of money or you don't make a lot of money, you need to have wills and trust, and we need to be talking about this. You need to have business funding. We're also going to do a Shark Tank style um, uh, opportunity for you guys. It's in Vibe Ventures, Vibe Spotlight. Listen, if your business isn't growing, let me market it for you. I'm pretty good at what I do. If your business isn't growing, I'll put you in the directory and let us market it for you. Let us elevate you because I'm focused on you. That's the why the why's in the middle. You got a mission. You want to save the homeless. Don't become one. That's what my mentor told me. I said, I want to help the poor. How do I do that? He said, don't become one. I'm like, dang, it was kind of harsh. He's like, okay, well, if you're easily offended, you can't work with me. I'm like, oh, I had to shape up really quickly. I'm not offended. It just like, you took me off guard. What do you mean don't become one? He's like, get your mindset right. I don't hang out with people whose mindsets are not where they should be. Listen, you might be down here, but you got to be willing to go up here. You got to be willing to grow and expand. And that's why I am who I am, because of the people I surrounded myself with. Do you guys understand? Can I get an amen from somebody? I I I didn't just become this, right? I grew into who I am based on the people that I allow to be around me, based on the vibrations that are around me. You got to protect your energy at all costs. We have vibe style, right? You have an opportunity to create for us. And we'll cut you in on the rev share. We have $5. But real quick, let me show you guys this real fast. You can be a product of the product and make income. Some of you are just going to use the products and be able to make money. Some of you are going to share the products and you just want to do direct sales. You don't want to build a team. Some of you are going to come in here and you're going to pay $25. Put $25 in the chat real quick. I'm almost done, I promise. Put $25 in the chat. Do you guys understand that people are asking me, well, I need to know how much the products are. It's free right now. Just build. Just build. And then if you want to get in the matrix early, you can pay $25. You can only pay with crypto right now. Don't pay it if you don't understand crypto. Just wait. Credit cards are coming. Different payment options are coming. We're in 160 countries. Just wait and build for free. Work while you wait. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If you run into people who are like, oh, well, why do we have to pay $25? You need to tell them you don't have to pay anything. Sit over there. Like that's what I tell you. You don't have to pay anything. It's free right now. Just build for free. And then if you do want to get into the matrix early, pay $25 and we're going to give you a membership that we'll be talking about this week. I think on the 17th. What do you get in your charter one-time $25 membership? All that does is it tells me that you're serious and you get a membership, great things other than just marketing and flyers. It'll let me put you in the matrix early. I am not putting any free people in the matrix because we have compression and I'll have to compress you out of here if you don't pay your membership. Your membership is the pro or the legend. If you're worried about how much it costs, share. I will pay you $10 on every $25 membership you market. So if you're in a country like the United States, everybody wants to say Africa. I got a whole team in Africa and most of them paid their $25 because they understand, man, I got an opportunity to market a $25 product and you're going to give me $10. Everybody always wants to say, well, I got people in Africa. What about the people in the United States with small minds? What about them, right? Because my people in Africa are killing the game. My biggest teams are in the countries where everybody thinks they don't have. You know what they do have? A go get it mentality. By any means necessary mentality. So I want you guys to understand, like, if you're talking to people with small minds, you're talking to people, yeah, I'm punching y'all in the stomach. So you can go punch some people in the stomach too. You got to go get the mentality, right? You guys are here. You're here, 671 of you. I am so proud of you guys. Do you know that? Like, I am just proud because half the battle is showing up. And when it's time to pay $25, if they don't know how to do crypto, don't have them do it because they'll mess it up, right? If you pay $25 and you don't see yourself active, no worries. We'll activate you. Just keep on building, right? By the time that it's time to get in here, we're going to make sure that everybody who is paid is in here. We're going to make sure that we give you guys time to use credit cards and wake up your team that's distracted right now, right? It's been 30 plus days and they're already distracted. They're not your leaders. If they're worried and they're not building, they're not your leaders. Doesn't mean you kick them to the curb. It just means spend 80% of your time with the 20 percenters because only 20% of your team will do anything. 80% of them will be up and down, roller coaster. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to get off the ground because clearly they have too much time on their hands because I'm up 23 hours out of the day working. So give them a job to do, right? Give them a job to do and keep them busy. And you go look for some leaders who it doesn't matter how long it takes. They're grinding right now. We should be in grinding groove mode. Listen, in this matrix, there's $442,860 worth of $3 and $5 bills. When we start, this matrix is filling up already. I don't care if you come in on the 1000th level. You start your own matrix. Don't worry about spillover. Anybody who's looking to how many people are going to spill over, you're missing the point. You want to get your people in first. You want your people to spill in your personals because there's 100% check match. If you let 300 people fall in times 5, that's $1,500 a month in somebody else's people. Sounds good, doesn't it? But what if you signed up a person before those 300 people fell in and they made 1,500 and you matched their check 100%? That means you made 3,000 instead of 1,500. You doubled your income with one person. You guys outrun me because I'm up here. Dre's up here. Reagan's up here. Y'all got to outrun me. I'm going to sign up 1,000 to 2,000 people and they're going to spill into your organization. And I don't quit. I go on tour. It's February 20th. I'm everywhere. And I'm building. So you got to outrun me. Get your people in as fast as you possibly can. Get them a referral link as fast as possible because everybody's time stamped after the 8,100. And out of the 8,100, who goes in first? The producers, the ones who are presenting. You don't even have to be the biggest producer, right? You just got to be valuable to the team. Does that make sense? Sometimes people don't ask me, but they ask other people, like, well, how do I get to the top? Get to the top. Well, only the people at the top make all the money. Well, get to the top. What are you waiting on? I'm confused. Get to the top then. If the people at the top make all the money, then get to the top. How do you do it? Build for free. Everybody type build for free. That's how you get to the top. Stop worrying about things that you don't have to worry about and build for free. And if you sign up 100 people, 80 of them may do nothing. 20 of them purchase the membership and they fall into the matrix. And then out of those 20 people, then maybe 7 of them buy a pro bundle or a legend. I guarantee you all 20 of them will buy the pro or legend because it would be bizarre if they didn't, right? Because of this matrix and how it pays unlimited. Whew, on one today, right? I don't even want to talk about being a rookie. Like we've designed this comp plan where if you're a rookie, you could make levels 1 through 5 matrix pay, but there's some stipulations in there too, right? I don't want to talk about being rookie. This is a pit stop. If you're thinking about how can I come into the matrix and sit there and do nothing and make all the money, then we need a little bit more leadership training. How many of you guys want to be legends? This is like 2 people. This is the most simple basic comp plan. We made this thing simple. It is ridiculously simple. Promoter, 3 people. Influencer and icon, you need 5 personals, but you need a pro bundle here. You need a legend here. Put a 7 in the chat. You need 7 personals. So if you only talk to 7 people, you can't get 7 if you talk to 7 because usually about 80% of them don't do anything. You just got to be sharing every single day, ladies and gentlemen. Share every day. We got an ecosystem, community, education, branding, rewards. People are like, what do I say? Say how you feel first. How do you guys feel? Type it in the chat. Maybe not after this training because it's impromptu, right? How do you feel though? Because I want you to be excited. If you feel anything other than like excited, you could be nervous and anxious, but excited and happy and hopeful and grateful, encouraged. If you feel like anything less than the wheel that is in the anxious, excited, hopeful, if you feel anything else, it's because I was talking to you. If you feel offended, it's because you got to grow as a leader. If you feel like, man, she's punching me in the stomach, don't take offense, make a change. Don't take offense, make a change and say, how can I be the best leader that I can be? Last question for you guys. You don't have to put it in the chat, but you can be completely on. I got two questions actually. Number one, would you want to have 20 people, leaders in your business who are like you, think like you, do what you do? You can type a yes or no in the chat. You can type a I'm not quite sure. Maybe, right? Or you can not type anything and you can say, I don't know. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you want to have 20 people like me as a personal? Why though? Like the answer would be like, okay, so why? Why? Because you know I don't need you, right? I want you to think like this. I want you guys to think that you don't need your sponsor. My personals don't need me. They really don't, because most of them I've coached them long enough that I could lose my voice and this boat would still float. Somebody would pick up and say, like Tony, hey, I got you, Megan. You're on the highway. I'll do the presentation for you. Because we signed up Tony. So I want you guys to understand, I am here to support you. I'm here to help you grow. Just build for free. Look for leaders. We do a soft launch on February 17th. You're going to learn a lot. I got 10 minutes. So I want you guys to just build. Let me show you something before you get off, because we keep this call to 1 hour. Okay. With all of those products, can you guys see my screen? Everything's going to be aligned here at Vibe, right? And when somebody asks you, is it a pyramid that you're in? Say yes. But we flipped it on its head. It's upside down. It looks more like a funnel now, doesn't it? So you guys should be getting all the knowledge. I'm trying to pour as much into you for free right now, even though one day I might be Eric Thomas, and Eric Thomas, we were going to have him at an event. It's $75,000 for 1 hour. And somebody might say, that's too expensive. No, you just can't afford it. That's what he would say. I'm not too expensive. You just can't afford me. So I had to get my weight up. And then I went to Chicago and I got a chance to sit down with him, and I took my son. I got a picture of it too. But I want you guys to grind so hard that your haters ask you if you're hiring. I want you to grind so hard that your bank account looks like a phone number. I want you to grind so hard that you make enough money that you don't even talk about money. At one point, I didn't even talk about money because I didn't have to, right? But I also want you guys to protect your income. That's most important, because I'll be the first one to tell you guys that everybody's going to ask you for your money. Everybody. If you roll with me too long, right? If you're with me for too long, your income is going to elevate. And I don't think people even understand how much right now. If you do the numbers though, like, and I'll probably do a private call with some of you if you really, really want me to break these numbers down, not on this call though, but because I'm probably live on somebody's YouTube channel right now. But if you really, really want to know, I promise you, you wouldn't sleep. If you really knew. It's when I say unlimited, it's unlimited. There's $5 million in $3 and $5 bills. That's just one way of earning. There's so many different ways to earn inside of Vibe. You can earn in the vault. You can earn in Vibe Global. You can earn in Vibe Venture. You can earn in every single square. And it's the money school outside of the compensation plan. So real quick, when you guys come into Vibe, or when a new person comes in, this is the only training I'm going to do. I've been training all day, I guess. As knowledge starts to come in, right? People can get overwhelmed, and confused people do nothing. So that's why I'm not telling you guys everything that your people want to know, because their minds are small right now. And if I tell them everything at once, and they don't even know the value of even being in our presence. Do you guys understand the 600 of you? People are going to pay to stand in line to take a picture with you in the next 30 to 90 days. Do you understand that? People are going to be at the convention, Wanda, looking for you. Yeah, they're going to want to take a picture with me, but I can't be the top earner in my own company. It's got to be you guys. Mimi, people are going to stand in line. I was in the DMV. They stood in line for 5 hours to take a picture with me. Better yet, I stood there for 5 hours and waited until the last person got a picture. Not because I'm so great, but because that was the hope. People drove 16 hours to the convention to see me. How dare me not stand there and take a picture with them? Like what? No. But I want them to stand, I want y'all to be standing there too, so I can get out of my heels. So if they're taking pictures with you, that means that I can take a break every once in a while, right? So listen, this is how it works. You guys are going to gain so much knowledge. You bring new people in, they're going to get knowledge. They're going to get community. Yes, they're going to get products as well, right? This is how I'm aligning this curriculum because I'm in charge, and then you guys are going to meet our director of education. She will help you navigate through Vibe because what we don't want you to do is get into Vibe and bounce off the walls. I want to do this, because everything's going to be great. You know how you go into Sam's Club or Costco if you have it, and they have samples, and then you're just eating everything, and then you're like, I'm not even hungry now. I don't even want to buy nothing in here. Or that's just me. I don't want you guys to do that. I don't want you to get confused. So when you come in, it's an inverted pyramid. It's upside down. So when someone says, is it a pyramid? Say, yeah, but we flipped it. We changed the status quo, and we're going to funnel all this knowledge and community and products and everything inside of it. And month 1 through 3, guys, it's called Ignite. We don't call it beginner because nobody thinks they're a beginner. Nobody. They're like, oh, I'm not a beginner. Yes, you are. Everybody is. I'm a beginner. I'm going through the Vibe Vault with you guys because it's the best education in there. I'm gonna use my own education. So we call it Ignite, right? This is where lay the foundation. This is month 1 through 3. So we're gonna tell you what you could be doing month 1 through 3. Now it doesn't mean that you can't do other stuff, but I'm gonna give people the foundation and the pillars. So month 1 through 3, you might want to do this. You might want to go to this class. You may want to do this, right? And then we're going to go to Elevate. Elevate is where we start doing strategic monetization. This is where we're learning based on the foundation, and we can start to apply. Everybody type the word apply. Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. I got 3 minutes and I'm off of here, right? You got to apply knowledge. So month 4 through 6, we're going to be applying what we've learned so we can start monetizing. Okay. So right now we're in month 1 through 3, believe it or not, guys. I'm just trying to see who's going to stick with me while we lay the foundation. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm igniting your curiosity. But by the time that we start, when we launch, right, we should be full-fledged into strategic monetization month 4 through 6. Now, I'm not saying, because somebody's going to hear me wrong, I'm not saying that it's going to take us 4 more months. I didn't say that. We're launching very, very soon, right? This is just when somebody joins the first day. When you guys pay your pro or legend bundle, boom, that's day 1 for you. Lay the foundation, get into the education. Then we're going to elevate. Then we're going to thrive, right? Expansion and automation. This is where our business should be on autopilot. This is where month 7 through 9, we should be on a beach somewhere because I guarantee you I will be. You know why? Because I'm building right now. Your money is made in pre-launch. That's why I understand. I understand where people are when they talk to me about wanting to hurry up. They don't get it. When they talk to you guys as leaders and they're like, well, when are we going to start? And I don't have all the information and I need to know this. And I understand that they're not there yet mentally because you make all your money in pre-launch. You make all your money when you launch your business. Our money is being made right now. You're building your foundation, your downline, your success line right now. You're figuring out who your leaders are. You're figuring out who the complainers are. You're figuring out who the 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 people are who are going to fall off in 30 days, right? You're figuring those people out right now. So go get new leaders. As long as you don't quit, right? We're going to thrive. We're going to expand and we're going to automate our money. What do I mean by this? You're going to already have leaders. So now you're going to be laying on a beach somewhere because I can tell you where I'm going to be. I'll be in Mexico in June. I plan on being in the Bahamas because I got a team there. I plan on being in Jamaica because I got a team there. I plan on being in St. Lucia. I want to go to the UK. I plan on going to Barbados. I plan on going anywhere where there's activity and I want it to be warm. Because I'm building right now. Month 10 through 12, you're going to amplify. This is where your legacy is going to start. It really takes us about 12 months, but for some of us, it's going to take 12 weeks. Do you understand? You can condense time frames. You can do it in a week. I plan on showing you guys, watch this. I plan on showing you how to, that's not the right one. Hold on one second. Last slide I want to show you real quick. Those of you who want to condense your time frames, this is going to be my legend group. We're going to do it in weeks. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? We're going to follow this chart to a T. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So the day that you pay your membership is the first week that we technically start maxing out this matrix. Now, mind you guys, type in the chat, how many personals do you have right now? Type in the chat real quick. How many personals do you have? 19, 6, 8, 1, 20, 13, 20, 15, 19, 58, 7, 8, 2, 33, 43, 22, 45, 12, 70, 11. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Out of those people that you've personally sponsored, how many leaders are going to elevate? They're going to start learning how to present. They're going to show up all the time. You don't have to call them. You don't have to remind them to get on the call. They know, they're grown-ups. They know when this call is, right? Now type that in the chat. How many leaders do you have? And you might say, man, they may not be leading because I'm not leading. Oh, punch you in the stomach with some cotton gloves. They're only going to do what you do. If you don't have a team huddle going on once a week, they're not going to do it. My leaders do. I know them. And some of them I didn't personally sponsor. They came from other people. So is there a leader in that lineage is what I'm asking, right? Is there a leader in that lineage of people? It may not be somebody you personally sponsored. I want you guys to drill down 7 levels until you find somebody who's a lot like you or less like you, depending on what kind of leader you are. Right? So it's what I want you to do. I want you to keep looking for leaders. Keep drilling down. I'm looking every day. I'm watching. I'm listening. I'm waiting to see who are the people that are going to ride and live no matter what happens. You're going to 12 to 36 months. We going to ride. I don't like to say ride or die. We ride and live, right? So I want you to look for those people. So look, the first week it says, how many people did you personally enroll this week? And I can give this to you guys and you can track it now if you want during pre-launch. If you guys want it, I can drop it in the group and print it out and write on it. I actually blow it up to a huge, I go to the, print it out. So it's like 11 by 18 or whatever. And it's really big and I write on it and I flip flop and I do it on both sides so I can save paper. I can give it to you guys if you want. It says, how many total personals have I enrolled? You'll be able to look in the back office. Total number of people in your organization. You can't see that on purpose. I don't need you to focus on what other people are doing and if they're going to spill over into your organization. I want you to focus on you down, your matrix down. If you're waiting for spillover, if you come in on the 1000th level, you have 10 levels to your downline. You don't worry about spillover. Build it from you down. What's the actual number of people you should have in your organization? Listen to this, guys. Week 1, you should have 3. How many people do I have right now? right? And there some of them are free right now, but I can guarantee you I probably got about 10,000 people who are already ready to fall in the matrix because they've paid $25, right? I'm in pre-launch with 56,000 people right now. I should only have 3 people, okay? Somebody needs to be removed, I think. Let me I'm gonna, yeah, we got scammers. They're more consistent. Listen, you guys can still message, but you can only message to me now. These scammers and those people who hate my guts, they are way more consistent. They okay, I'm gonna take it back so you guys can all communicate then and just kick those people out and ignore them. I don't even read their stuff. They are way more consistent than some of our people that have signed up in Vibe. Isn't that funny? They show up on everything. Every day, all day. They make videos and everything, and I can't even get some of the people who are in the program, right, to show up. But that's neither here nor there. So week 1, you should have 3 people. Week not 2, help those 3 get 3. That's 9. Week 2, help those 9 get their 3 is 27. Okay. We duplicate. I I don't know how many I have right now, but 56,000. And then when all these people fall in, then you guys will be able to see what week you're really in. Isn't that exciting? You're going to be able to see what week you're really in because some of you, like they're going to spill into your organization. They spill in left or right. But don't worry about spillover. You better get your people in before the tsunami comes because you want your people in position before the spillover happens. It's going to be impossible though how we're building, so you're still going to be fine, but your personals are going to start to fall like down here, but that's okay because we have 56,000 people and my goal is 1 million. Type 1 million in the chat. I don't think you guys understand what's happening right now. We haven't even started yet, and we're going to you Deborah, you Francine, you Cecilia, you're going to max out the matrix on your own starting the day you pay for your pro or legend. Does that make sense to you guys? We're just going to be ahead of the game. I'm just giving you guys a head start right now. And then we're going to take 10 to 12 solid weeks and focus on duplication by 3. 3 gets 3 is 9, 27, 81, 243. This is how I maxed out the matrix several times in other companies. Because week 1, I looked like I was in week 6. And I'm a competitor, so I always want to like do it faster. In my other company, I hit 50,000 a month in 7 weeks. Then the next company, I hit 50,000 a month in 7 days. Because I pre-built for 30 days, right? I pre-built, and then the minute that we got in there, I'm like, I was 83 people away from hitting 100,000 a month, and I hit 100,000 a month in 90 days, and I almost did it in 7 days. All about your focus. All about your focus. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off here because I'm 7 minutes over. I sorry, not sorry for going off, but I want to equip you guys with the power of what's the word? Of when people reject you, don't take it personally. I never do. I'm like, hey, no problem. I'll give you an update in 30 days because I already know who I am. I already know what I'm going to do. I don't have time to be sitting here reasoning with you when there's $5 million worth of $5 bills and you want to talk to me about being busy. Okay. Hey, no problem. Hit me up when you're unbusy. No, I don't, no, it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even move me. I just go get new leaders. So peace and blessings, everybody. I promise you, listen, I'm promising you right now, 8 o'clock tonight, even if you're in Africa, I know it's 2 or 3 in the morning. You make a living between 9 and 5. You get stupid rich between 5 and 3 a.m. Wake up, take naps. Take naps right now. I know you guys have a job, so if you're not built for this, I don't want you like overextending yourself, but get some vitamins, lace up your tennis shoes, and let's go to work. We got work to do, right? Because some of you are going to kick over somebody's trash can and quit your job in the next 30 days. I know it, right? I know it. Some of you, I don't even have to make that much to be like, you're walking into the job like you're just waiting for somebody to pop off. You're just waiting for somebody to say something crazy so you could be like, you know what? I ain't even giving you a 2 weeks notice. I've done it before, like say something crazy. Cause I'm only here because I want to be. I don't have to be here. That's why my last principal hated my guts. I was only there because I was bored. And I'm like, I don't have to be here. Like, try me and you'll be getting subs tomorrow. Anyway, sorry, I'm silly. Okay, let me get off of here. I love you guys. Sorry I couldn't be on camera, but I've been on calls all morning and I'm in my robe. So I love you to pieces. I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. Eastern. I promise you that costs 30 minutes. 30, right? 30 minutes. I'm going to do a 10-minute presentation, a quick getting started, and we're going to go to work, right? Because then I got a 9:30 call and I got a 10:30 call and I got an 11:30 call and I have a 12:30 call scheduled at night. So I can't be long-winded. Peace and blessings. Go be great on purpose. Let me unmute you guys so I can know that you're still alive. You guys still there? Or was I
Yeah,
talking?
still here. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Everybody here. Legends are here. Detroit over here. Detroit. See you in Detroit. And I'll see you in Detroit.
God bless
To
you.
Connecticut, to Washington. Connecticut in the house.
I love you guys. I'll see you at 8 o'clock.
Recording stopped.